Okay, guys, we're going to do ordered pairs. The essential question is, how can you identify and plot points on a coordinate grid? All right, so we're locating a point on a coordinate grid is similar to describing directions using north, south, east, and west. The horizontal line on the grid is the x-axis. So here is your grid. This is a coordinate grid. The horizontal are like the horizons, and they go from west to east, and they go this way. This is your x-axis. The vertical line, vertical is up and down. When you're vertical, you're standing up, is your y-axis. Each point on the coordinate grid can be described by an ordered pair. So an ordered pair is like where you're going with it. When you play Battleship, it's the two numbers that you say that should sink a battleship, if any of you play Battleship. So the ordered pairs, something that they don't tell you and you need to know, all ordered pairs have to be in parentheses. That's just how they do ordered pairs. They're not ordered pairs if they're not in parentheses. The x-coordinate is the first number, which is this one, in the ordered pair. It is the horizontal location or the direction point from 0 in the direction of the x-axis. So if we're doing an ordered pair, you always, now remember this, always do x before y. X comes first, you write X first, that's what you always do. X comes before Y in the alphabet, so that's a really easy way to remember that. Then you do the y-axis after that, and where they meet up is called your point or your origin. So the origin is where the 2 points intersect. Intersect is where they meet. All right, so let's go down here a little bit. And it says, locate the points for which you want to write an ordered pair. Look below at the x-axis and identify the point horizontal distance from 0 to the x-coordinate. Look to the left of the y-axis to identify the point of the distance from the 0 to the y-axis. So if we look here, we're going over and we're going to do the arena. It says it's a 3, so we go over to the x at a 3. Then I go up to where the number is, it's 2. Where those two meet is my origin, so I put a point. And then you can label it that way. That's one way. We'll learn other ways to label in a minute. So now it's your turn to find the ordered pair of the aquarium. So let's go over. Always X before Y. Go over. I hit 9. And how far up do I have to go on my y-axis? I hit 4. And my origin is at 9, 4. And notice they're in parentheses. All right. Turn it over. A point on the coordinate grid can be labeled with an ordered pair, a letter, or both. So you can decide how you want to do those. Or they'll tell you. Right now they said plot, which means put it on. Plot the point 5, 7, and label it J. So we're going over 5, up to 7, and we labeled it J, and they also labeled it with the ordered pairs. So what did we do? We moved right 5, and then up 7 units. Because each one of these is a unit. When you move up a square, it's a unit. All right, so it says plot the point 8, 0. So I'm going to go over 8 on my x-axis. I'm going up to 0, which is right there on the line. And then I'm going, so I had to move 9 over, or 8 over, I'm sorry. 8 over and 0 up. And now I've got to label it, which they told me to label it S. And I'm also going to do the ordered pairs in parentheses. I didn't see much of that. Okay, now we want to know, you can find the distance between 2 points when the points are along the same horizontal or vertical line. So we're going to draw a line segment. And remember, a line segment is a straight line between 2 points. So from A to B, I drew a line segment. Count the vertical units between the 2 points. Okay, so they want us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 units between A and B. Point A and B form a vertical line segment and have the same x coordinates. How can you use subtraction to find the distance? So we knew there was 6 in between there. Is there anything you notice about the ordered pair numbers that could have helped us? So if you look here on the y, we had 9. We went up 9. And here we were at 3. 9 take away 3 equals 6. We can't take 9, take away 9 because they're exactly the same. That's not how many units are in between. So now they're going to want us to graph the point 3. So we go on the x-axis first, over to 3, go right 3, and up to make your origin. Now we want to go over to right 5 and up 2. Okay, now draw a line segment in between those. And I want to find the distance, and I can count the units, 1, 2. Or I also can look at, now I can look at my x coordinates, and I see 5, take away 3 equals 2. So you can count the distance. I think it's easier just to look at my x or y coordinates and subtract them. All right, is what I want you to do is, this is your practice time. I know that they show you dotted lines here, but let's try to make our coordinates without the dotted lines. So like C, we would go to the right, how many? 6, first parentheses, 6, comma, how far did I go up? 3. Okay, I would like you to finish filling those in. Then check with your partner, plot these, and let's see, plot and label the points. So we're going to label them with the letter. Get that done. I want you to work on this too with your partner. Double check to make sure you have it. Then move to your homework, which is all. And all of the back. I'll tell you right now with this one here, this is what you have. So your answer can't be more than that. So if I write down what I know, I look here, I've got bracelets and necklaces. I don't know how many bracelet beads I have. And I don't know how many necklace beads I have. I just know I have a total of 192. But what do I know? It takes 5 times more beads than for the necklace than it does for the bracelet. So I hope that helps you get a good start on what you should be doing here. That's a common mistake, but a lot of kids are multiplying 5 times 192, and you can't do that because you only have 192 beads. All right, let's point some origins on your coordinate grid.